Have you ever sat alone wishing you could practice English with someone, but there's nobody around? Imagine this. You're walking, cooking, or just sitting in your room, and suddenly you realize that your English fluency is getting stuck, not because you don't know the words, but because you don't have anyone to talk to. Isn't that frustrating? But here's the secret. You don't need a partner to practice English fluency. Yes, you heard me right. You can train your brain, sharpen your fluency, and speak confidently, completely on your own. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. Before we dive deep, let me share something important. This month, we have a big dream. Our goal is to reach 300 subscribers here on the channel. Right now, we are at 21 amazing subscribers, 21 friends who believed in this journey. Can you help us grow? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video because your support pushes this mission forward. Now, let's get into it. Think about this question. Why do babies become fluent in their first language? They don't sit in grammar classes. They don't memorize endless word lists. What they do is simple. They listen, they imitate, and they practice daily. And guess what? You can do the same with English even when you are alone. In this episode, we'll break down how to practice speaking alone and sound natural, how to trick your brain into thinking in English, how to use your daily routine as a practice field, how to stop translating and start flowing, and finally, how to stay consistent until fluency becomes part of you. Now, here's the best part. Each strategy I'll share today is simple. You don't need fancy apps, expensive classes, or even a speaking partner. You just need focus, creativity, and a little bit of discipline. Imagine yourself going through your morning routine. You wake up, brush your teeth, prepare your breakfast. Instead of doing this silently, you speak it out in English. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making coffee. I'm going to work. This little practice may sound too easy, but it's powerful because you are training your brain to connect real actions with English words. And let me challenge you right now. What if for the next 7 days you describe everything you do in English, even when you are completely alone? Do you think you would improve? Absolutely. But we won't stop there. We'll also explore shadowing, one of the best techniques used by polyglots. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating immediately after them, almost like an echo. It forces your tongue and your brain to sync. Do this for 15 minutes a day and you'll notice massive improvement. Here's another question for you. Have you ever tried talking to yourself in the mirror? It may sound strange, but mirror practice is one of the most powerful ways to build confidence. When you look at yourself and speak, you are not just practicing words, you're practicing expression, tone, and body language. That's what makes you sound natural, not robotic. Throughout this podcast, I'll guide you step by step with examples you can use today. We'll dive deeper into building vocabulary, breaking the fear of mistakes, and training your inner voice to always think in English. So grab a notebook, maybe a cup of coffee, and stay with me until the end, because by the time you finish this episode, you won't just know how to practice English without a partner, you'll actually feel motivated to start right away. Don't forget, our community is growing. Be part of the journey. Let's reach 300 subscribers together this month. If you're new here, hit subscribe, tap like, and share this with someone who also dreams of fluency. Let's begin your 1-hour journey to speaking English daily without a partner.
Step inside, the doors open wide, a world of words where dreams collide. Every phrase a brand new ride. Welcome to Ling, haven't come and play. A place to learn, a place to stay. English made easy every day.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this brand new episode of our English podcast. But let me start by asking you a very simple question.
How can you ever become fluent in English if you don't have someone to practice with? Think about it. You may know a lot of grammar rules. You may have learned hundreds of vocabulary words. You may even understand English movies or songs. But when it comes to speaking, you suddenly freeze. Why? Because you don't have anyone to talk to on a daily basis. Now here's the exciting truth. You don't actually need a partner to improve your English fluency. Surprising, right? Many people believe that fluency only comes when you practice with someone else, but the reality is different. Most of your fluency, your thinking process, and your confidence can be built completely on your own. And that's exactly what this episode is about. Over the next hour, I'm going to take you step by step through practical, simple, and powerful strategies that you can use immediately, today, even right after watching this video, to start speaking English every single day, without depending on anyone. But before we dive in, let me remind you of something important. This channel is still small, but it's growing beautifully. Right now, we have 21 wonderful subscribers who believed in our mission, and our goal for this month is to reach 300 subscribers. With your support, we can make that happen. So please, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Your one click makes a huge difference, not just for me, but for every learner who needs this knowledge. All right, let's begin. Let's imagine a very normal day in your life. You wake up in the morning, you check your phone, you brush your teeth, you prepare your breakfast, and maybe you get ready for school, university, or work. Now here's my question. How many of those actions did you do in silence? Probably all of them, right? But what if you started narrating those actions in English? For example, I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making tea. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm leaving the house. It sounds too simple, but this is one of the most effective techniques to train your brain. Why? Because your brain learns best when it connects language to real actions. Every time you describe what you're doing, you are not just practicing vocabulary, you are teaching your brain to think in English naturally. Now let's take it one step further. Don't just describe the action, add details, feelings, and thoughts. For example, I'm brushing my teeth because I love the fresh feeling in my mouth. I'm making tea, but honestly, I wish I had coffee today. I'm leaving the house a little late. I hope I don't miss the bus. Do you see what's happening here? You are not just saying words, you are telling your story, your thoughts, your feelings, and this is exactly how native speakers talk in real life. Now, let me ask you, have you ever noticed how much time you spend in silence every day? Maybe you walk alone, maybe you sit on a bus, maybe you wait in a line. All those silent moments can be transformed into English practice opportunities. Let me share a small challenge with you. For the next 7 days, I want you to talk to yourself in English whenever you are alone. Yes, it may feel a little strange at first, but believe me, it works like magic. When you're cooking, describe the recipe. When you're walking, describe what you see around you. When you're waiting, describe what's happening in your mind. This technique is called self-narration, and it is one of the most powerful tools for building fluency. But of course, there's more. In part 1 of this episode, we'll also cover shadowing, the art of repeating immediately after a native speaker. It may sound simple, but it's one of the fastest ways to train your tongue, your rhythm, and your confidence. I'll explain exactly how to do this step by step in a few minutes. And later, we'll also dive into mirror practice, which helps you build confidence in your voice, your expression, and even your body language. Because remember, fluency is not just about words. It's about sounding natural, confident, and alive. So stay with me until the end of this podcast, because every minute you spend here is an investment in your future fluency. And of course, don't forget, as I said earlier, our family is growing, and we want you to be part of this journey. Let's reach 300 subscribers this month. Right now, we're at 21, but with your support, we can make that happen. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Your one click makes a huge difference, not just for me, but for every learner who needs this knowledge. All right, let's dive deeper now into the first technique, self-narration.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you're leaving this video not just with information, but with motivation. Because remember, fluency is not about waiting for the perfect partner to practice with, it's about taking action every single day, even when you're alone. Now, before you go, let's talk about our journey together. Right now, our channel family has 21 amazing subscribers. That's 21 people who believe in learning, who believe in growth, and who believe in this mission. But we're aiming higher. Our next big goal is to reach 300 subscribers. Yes, 300 within this month. And if not within this month, then at least within the next 2 months. I know it sounds ambitious, but with your support, it's absolutely possible. So if you found value in today's podcast, please take just 1 second to hit the subscribe button, click the like button, and share this video with a friend who also wants to improve their English. Your support is not just a number. It's the energy that keeps this channel alive. Every subscriber tells me that what we're building here matters. Together, we can grow from 21 to 300. Together, we can build a community of learners who are serious about fluency. And together, we can make English practice simple, natural, and powerful for everyone. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of this journey, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Stay motivated, keep practicing, and remember, you already have everything you need to become fluent. See you next time.